Each year, about 10% of people living in the U.S. get the flu. Approximately 10% of those are hospitalized, and 36,000 die from flu complications annually. In the 2017 to 2018 season, about 80,000 people were killed by influenza complications, which was a new record. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has reported in a recent survey that 15.4 to 17.8 million people were infected from October 1, 2018 to February 9, 2019.
The flu is extremely transferable. It can be spread between individuals from up to 6 feet away, through droplets that are inhaled after someone who has the virus sneezes, coughs, or talks, or simply from touching a surface with flu virus on it. The virus is the most contagious after about 3 to 4 days, or even a day before symptoms start to show. Children and those with weakened immune systems, such as the elderly, are contagious for longer durations of time. People infected by this virus usually show symptoms that include fever, headache, sore throat, cough, and fatigue. While these symptoms may not appear to be severe, young children and the elderly are actually at risk of complications that can potentially be fatal, but the virus may have similar effects on other people as well, depending on the effects of the particular strain.
Influenza is a virus that is constantly mutating. There are two types of influenza viruses that can infect humans and cause epidemics. These are called influenza A and B. Influenza A is broken down into subtypes based on two proteins, hemagglutinin and neuraminidase, while influenza B is much less complex. Our bodies may develop antibodies to combat the current virus, but they may not recognize it after it mutates and leave it harmful to our bodies. So, how does this influenza virus mutate? There are two ways. Antigenic drift is one way the virus mutates, where small changes occur continuously as it replicates. When this occurs, closely related viruses are produced, causing similar effects as the previous strains would have. Although the changes that occur are small, after they accumulate, antibodies that were created to fight against old viruses will no longer protect against new ones. Another way the virus mutates is through antigenic shift. When antigenic shift takes place, a major change is made to the influenza A virus. Unlike antigenic drift, antigenic shift results in big changes in the hemagglutinin and neuraminidase combination present in influenza. These two proteins are what the virus uses to infect human cells. Antigenic shift happens very rarely. However, because the shift is so abrupt, people infected have little or no protection against the virus.
What is the best way to protect ourselves from these viruses? Getting vaccinated every year is the best protection against influenza. Since the changes occur so often, an annual vaccine is needed to keep up with the latest strains and protect our bodies. The reason why the vaccines are able to assist us in combating the virus is because it injects inactive viruses, which are predicted by researchers to arise the next flu season, that cause the body to develop antibodies that would be prepared to fight against an infection that may come to us. The CDC says that the best time to get vaccinated is early in the fall, before the end of October, right before the peak of flu season. Those who have health care insurance can get vaccinated through their doctor, urgent care centers, Walgreens, and Rite Aid. CVS locations also offer no-cost flu shots at their pharmacies.